Hello Internet, I am the hero of Julios once again with another One Piece unboxing video. This time we have EB03, the One Piece Heroines Edition booster pack. So this is a booster pack featuring just nothing but the women of One Piece, the heroines, if you will. They can range from the most major of major characters like Nami and Robin to the most minor of characters, I think. Trying to think. I mean, Makina, I wouldn't really call her a minor character. She was major to Luffy's story. But anyways, if you're thinking of a girl, she's in this. And yes, there is 2 secret rares this time, which is not something the EBs usually have for us. But that's okay, because if I pull it, we'll get to that. One of them's actually pretty funny. I will say, if in the last few videos, I've opened 2 boxes, but we are facing a huge scarcity right now, so this is the only box I have gotten. I haven't even managed to find like normal packs in the wild, so yeah, I know if your immediate thoughts are like, oh man, the Scalper Bros and stuff, but I'm gonna keep it lighthearted, and I'm gonna say, hey, Sanji stole all the boxes. That's why I positioned my boxes so that Sanji was in the shot at least looking over. So without further ado, let's get to opening the Dash Pack that came with my box. So certain stores were able to obtain a Dash Pack which had one of 4 cards in it, and the one I got has this lovely Perona in it. Okay. So this is a 1 cost to play, 2,000 power, 2,000 counter. Her on play is look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal a Dracule Mihawk or Thriller Bark Pirates type card added to your hand, place the rest at the bottom of your deck, and then trash 1 card from your hand. So, is it a good card? I don't really see much use for it right now, but if Thriller Bark ends up getting more green cards, or we get some kind of Mihawk that pairs well with Thriller Bark, this could be a potential card for Perona decks, as long as it happens before Perona rotates out. As always, I'm going to start off with the bottom 2 packs of the box, because I believe in that last pack magic. I will also let you know if my voice sounds a little off, that's because it is. I've got a bit of a cold. I've been going to a ton of events and such lately. I also will not be stopping to talk about like rares and stuff, because I just don't want to interrupt what little train of thought I have right now due to the nature of my cold. So I am happy to see that Robin got a common and a SR in this set. There's also some very lovely SPs we can look forward to. Hopefully I pull one of those. But for now, our first pack was pretty nice. Again, I will say that this pack is dedicated to the women of One Piece, otherwise jokingly referred to as the Waifu booster. Everybody's got their favorites. Me personally, I would say it has to be Nico Robin and then Perona as a close second, so I am very glad that I got her in my Dash Pack. Well, it seems like we got something shiny coming up. Oh, our first SR. So, for those of you Sanji players out there, this is actually a really big boost for you guys. 5 cost to play, 5,000 power, 1,000 counter. On your turn, Dawn -1. If your leader is Sanji, activate the main effect of 1 event card with a cost of 7 or less in your trash. So, as of right now, the only Sanji leader that can play this is the blue-purple Sanji, Blurple as I like to call it. This Sanji is able to play it, and it is extremely powerful because that Sanji is purple and blue. And for those of you who know, blue, there's a blue event that happens to be 7 cost or lower, Gravity Blade. So you only need to run maybe 2 Gravity Blades in your Sanji deck just to guarantee that you have it in the discard pile. Oh, we got our other SR. So that Gravity Blade will allow you some incredible power just by playing, and you get a 5k body on top of it. The next SR we've pulled is a 5 cost to play, 4,000 power, 1,000 counter, Nefertari Vivi. It is a blocker, which is nice, but it also has, on play up to 1 Alabasta or Straw Hat Crew type character with a cost of 5 or less from your hand. Then, you cannot play any character cards on your field during this turn. So, a wonderful potential for this card is you can actually play up to 10 Dawn worth of cards for only 5 Dawn. And you get a blocker, and if you're looking to be super aggro, you don't have to just block with her. She's 4,000 power, which means in most cases, you're only going to need 1 Dawn to, swing, which is nice. It's a pretty good combo. Right now, I wouldn't say blue is a great Straw Hat Crew color. There is a VV leader that comes out in this pack and can make use of the red side of the Straw Hat Crew. But, I don't know. It's, I think we need a little more Alabasta or maybe a little more blue Straw Hat Crew support to really bring out the shine of that VV. Going back to what I was saying about Reiju, there's Red Rock, Sanji's Pilaf. So this Reiju's on play becomes every event card in your discard. Now, someday we're going to get more purple Sanjis, but for now, blue and purple already have a great combination. Speaking of great combinations, our next SR is Tashigi, 4 cost to play, 6,000 power, no counter. During your opponent's turn, this character cannot be KO'd by your opponent's effects and gains blocker. At the end of your turn, you may rest one of your Dawn cards and trash one card from your hand to set this character as active. For the most part, I could really only see myself using this for its blocker capability. The red-green Smoker deck would make the most use out of it because she'd also become a 7k blocker. But I could see where if you're like a super aggro deck or you're trying to close out the game, being able to swing with her and then defensively, I don't know, it's the trashing one card from hand that I think really increases the difficulty of using that card. If it was just Rest of Dawn, then I think it would probably be a pretty big staple in most green decks, but it's that discard. Not a lot of green decks are famous for their draw power. Well, I mean, I guess you could run a blue-green deck and see where that takes you. Oh, we got another SR. We seem to be getting a lot of those in a row. So this is a 5 cost to play, 7,000 power Uta. The on play, if your leader is Uta, draw 2 cards. Then play up to 1 card with 6,000 power or less and no base effect from your hand. More lovingly referred to as vanillas in the community. I don't know. Being able to draw 2 is great. Unfortunately, the Uta leaders that can use it are not exactly powerful. We might get a new red Uta leader in the future, considering the original promo Uta is going to rotate out, and Bandai really loves Uta. I mean, they find any excuse. She's actually one of the secret rares in this booster. So, I could see them getting a new one. But, for those of you who do play Uta, the red-purple one from set 6, I believe, you are in luck because your way of ramping is discarding a card, and now you have a way to get back from that. And, I mean, granted, you would be a net negative in the hand still if you use the secondary part of playing something out, but now you're playing out a big body, so you got that going for you. A purple Lim card. I will openly admit I haven't read ahead on the effects of a lot of these because we've been getting quite the rapid fire of booster packs lately. I mean, just last month we got set 14 with EB04 fused into it, and I believe it is no later than next month that we'll be getting set 15 with the other half of EB4. So for those of you who are trying to play this game on a budget, well, it is very hard to find stuff. Oh, speaking of finding stuff, though, we have found our first hit in the box. It is an alt art of the secret rare Uta. 7 cost to play, 8,000 power. Activate main, set up to one of your Dawn cards as active. Then, rest up to one of your opponent's Dawn cards or characters with a cost of 4 or less. At the end of your turn, you may rest one of your Dawn cards to set one of your film-type characters as active. Recently, we got a big stream of film-based cards with when the red-green Luffy came out. They were mostly made for Straw Hat Crew, but they also had the term film placed upon them, which is really nice because they restand Dawn, which means that secret rare Uta can use the Dawn that was restood. I actually really like the effect. It allows you to rest an opponent's prevent an opponent's effect, not rest one, by resting the Dawn that would have otherwise allowed them to use their event card. Oh, we finally got the VV leader, which is nice. And, actually, now that I think about it, I don't think we've gotten any Dawn cards yet. The Dawn cards of this set feature Robin, Nami, Uta, and Boa Hancock. Obviously, I would like the Robin Dawn out of them, but I have plenty of friends who will happily trade with me if the possibility comes up. Also, I think it's 2 per box as usual, so as always, I don't think they will become super expensive. Oh, now this, speaking of super expensive, I'm really timing myself perfectly here. So, this Nami card is a pain, and I'm very glad I obtained at least one so far. 5 cost to play, 6,000 power, 1,000 counter. Give up to 1 rested Dawn card to your leader. Then, if your opponent has 3 or more life cards, add up to 1 card from the top of your opponent's life cards to the owner's hand. On KO, you may turn 1 card from the top of your life cards face up to place up to 1 card with 6,000 power or less from your hand. So, I mean, first of all, it gets rid of one of your opponent's life, which is strong on its own with an on-play. But it also gives you a Dawn. For a lot of leaders that need a Dawn attached, this is a very strong effect as well. Finally, even if your opponent decides to KO it after you swing with it, because it is 6,000 power, so you can swing with it into any leader in the game except Roger currently, they can destroy it, but that's okay because you have another one in hand and you're just going to play another one. Because it doesn't say except Nami. It says 6,000 power or less, which she is. So that is probably the strongest card in this booster pack. The chase, in terms of just general chase, is the alt art of that Nami and the SP of that Nami. Personally, I'm more of a Robin guy, but the biggest, best card in this entire booster is that Nami, bar none. The Robin card's really strong. I'm hoping I pull one. There's also a really nice Hancock one. The Uta's pretty cool, but as far as cards that are very strong, it is that Nami. Oh, hey, speaking of which, we got one of the Dawn cards. This is a Nico Robin Dawn card, which makes me happy. Yeah, no, this is pretty much it. There are gold variants of them, but I obviously did not pull one. If you are a fan of any of the 4 characters you see on top of the booster, this is perfect for you. We're now in the second half of this booster box. I wish I could say we're in the second half, or not in the second half of the video, but we are now, because, yeah, only one. It's okay. For those of you who are watching the video as of this recording, I am happy to say that Bandai heard the outcry of the fans, which is really nice and really rare for them. Bandai made an official post saying that, man, we saw how crazy the prices are getting for set EB03 and set 13 is the ones they called out specifically. But I'm hoping that means other sets are going to get the same treatment. But they said, man, we heard the outcry, we heard how crazy things are getting, and we are actually going to do something about it. So what is that something, you ask me? Well, that something is they're going to make more. You know, the thing that we've been just asking them to do in general, the thing that basic capitalism would tell you to do. Oh, people are buying your product? Make more of it. So Bandai's going to do that. So, for those of you who are looking at the crazy scalping prices of the One Piece card game and you're thinking, oh, I can't believe I'm going to have to put down $600 just to buy a box of EB3, or man, $500 for a box of set 13, that's ridiculous. There's no way I could pull that off. Well, don't. I will. This is a PSA. This has turned into a PSA video. I'm sick. I'm just rambling. I'm saying whatever comes to mind. This is a PSA. The only way to defeat the scalpers is to not play their game. Oh, hey, another hit. We got the Uta Secret Rare. So this is not the alt art of it, so I will spare you the explanation of the ability, but I'll just take a look at it. It's pretty. It's nice art. Like I said, Bandai really likes Uta. It looks like we are not getting the other secret rare, which I will now... Spoiler alert for those of you who wanted to discover it yourselves or haven't watched any of the promotional videos. I'll give you a second. So, in a later chapter of the series, the Heart Pirates, led by Captain Trafalgar Law, ended up fighting the Blackbeard Pirates for a little bit. And during that fight, we learned that Doc Q has the power of the Sick Fruit, where he can create any kind of disease that he wants, anything that comes to his sick and twisted mind. And with that ability, he created the Malady, a pun on malady. It's also the, what is it called in the Viz translation? I think it's like just like the gender flip or something disease. Anyways, it turned Law into a girl, which means, according to the canon of One Piece, canonically, Law was a girl for a little bit. And therefore, Bandai decided it would be hilarious to make him the other secret rare. So, Law as a girl is the other secret rare of this set, and I find that hilarious. Wow. We got another SR. This is Boa Hancock. 6 cost to play, 8,000 power. Her on play is if your opponent has 5 or more cards in their hand, your opponent places 1 card from their hand at the bottom of their deck. Activate main once per turn. You may place one of your characters at the bottom of the owner's deck. Give your leader and 1 character up to 1 rested Dawn each. So the blue-yellow Boa Hancock, very strong leader for those of you who have fought it. Let me tell you, it's quite strong to fight. Already has a very nice card in the Gorgon Sisters that allows her to give her entire board rested Dawn. But now you have this other way of doing it on top of that, and it has the ability to bottom deck an opponent's card from their hand. So not only are you reducing your opponent's hand size, but you are making a huge efficient use of your own Dawn, which is something that deck was already very good at. I think the Boa Hancock deck is pretty good. I'm thinking about building it myself, but for now, I'll wait until I have a few more of those Hancocks. I'll be sticking to Gecko Moria right now. I think we got 1 or 2 Thriller Bark cards in this set. Like I said, I haven't really had the time to sit down and read them yet, but I will be doing so after this video. Yeah, I like that one. And our other Dawn card is Uta, which is cute. I will, I'm going to at least try to get 1 of each for my binder, so that's nice. She's got a nice little dress on. I'll probably try to obtain 1 of each of the Nami and Hancock ones, and then I'll make some trades for get a playset of the Robin. Okay, well, I braced myself for the possibility of this being a 2-hit box, but for those of you out there, do not give up hope when you buy a box, because there is a possibility of 4-hit boxes out there. So keep that in mind. Oh, well, okay. Well, hey, look at me. Always the pessimist. Right, well, so this is the alt art of the Nami I just mentioned. 5 cost to play, 6,000 power. I already talked about what she does, but actually, I really like this art. You can see the little thunderclouds in the background. This is her from her time on Witharia, learning how to become stronger for the sake of the rest of the crew. So very cool, very nice. Obviously, this alt art I think is better than the base rarity one, but yeah, all right. Well, okay, we got a 3-hit box. So, but I will say once again, there is a possibility of 4-hit boxes. I've seen them on my locals Discord. My friends have all pulled all sorts of 4 boxes, so don't give up hope. Maybe, just maybe, this means that Bandai will be carrying that into the future, and the set 15 boxes, when we get them, might have a chance of 4 hits as well, which would be very cool. I would be very impressed by that, Bandai. All right. Oh, that was the bronze medal box. Silly me. I should have announced that. So, we are now heading into the silver medal booster, the potential last of the 2. It might have our 4th hit. We might get a 4th hit. A reason to keep people around, to keep people watching the video. But as I am finishing up on this box, I would love to hear in the comments, is your waifu in this set? Is she here? Did you get her card when you opened the booster, or are you still longing for the sweet embrace of your beautiful whoever it is that you absolutely adore? All right, this is our final pack. I know the tension grows. Or maybe it's just my fever. And our final rares are Isuka and Ulti. So no 4-hit box, but that's okay. Give me one moment, I will rearrange my cards. So, in addition to 2 lovely Alt Art Dons, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 SRs. We did not pull a Robin SR, and actually, we didn't pull a black SR. I think it's Koala. And is there 8 SRs in this set? Yeah, I think there's 8 SRs in this set. So I think it's Robin and Koala that I missed out on. But we also got the secret rare Uta. We got an alt art of said secret rare Uta. And finally, we got an alt art of Nami, which is very nice. So, let me know in the comments below, did I pull your favorite waifu? Did you get to see the card you wanted to see? And what do you think of me just rambling past the rares? Because I'm trying to find a format to these videos that, you know, people like and people enjoy listening to. I don't know if people listen to this podcast style or if they actually watch it on a second monitor. But regardless, thank you for watching, those of you that did, and I will see you in the next video. This is the Hero of Julios, Xing out.